Hello everybody and a good day to you all. Today I am talking about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe animated series. Now this is I guess you could say animated series for a younger generation. This one's for the kids. The one that recently came out with Kevin Smith is more for an adult audience. This was more for a child audience. And like I say, overall the animated series is actually pretty good. I know. I wasn't so sure how I was going to feel about this show. And I'm not going to say everything about this show is perfect and it blew me out of the water. But overall, as a series, it's done quite well. Now, there's some changes here and there. There are a lot of things. It doesn't match up with the old original series. Not at all. It doesn't match up with the series that came out in 2000. It definitely doesn't match up with the Kevin Smith one at all. This is a whole new version. It's like it's set in a more futuristic version of Eternia. And there's another thing, a little more high tech, and you're following these kids. You're pretty much following these kids. Now, like certain things are still like the same. Like Adam is still the prince, but this time he didn't grow up in the castle. He grew up in the woods, pretty much being like raised by Cringer and the cats. There's other kids there too. It's like a little. They took these kids in like a little foster family, and it was raised in the woods and learned how the people survive. Like that. So even though he is a prince, he didn't grow up with money. And at the same time, he didn't know he was a prince. He didn't know who he was before, after the accident. Because he grew up there as a child. So all he knew was Cringer and everything like that too. They also changed how Cringer is. Because in the original version, Cringer is, he's a scaredy cat. He's scared of everything. But this time, Cringer actually is brave. But he can't really fight that much because he was declawed. So that's an interesting dynamic. So you got a person who was a warrior, who was tough, who was strong, a strong hunter, and a good leader. Now wants to still do that, wants to be out there in the forefront. But everybody's saying, "Dude, you can't do that anymore. You don't have no claws anymore. You can't defend yourself like you used to." Yeah, you can still bite things, but that whole slashing things and grabbing them and stuff is gone now. It's gone. And every so often he tries to do that. He just, oh no, poor Cringer. Poor Cringer. So it kind of changed that dynamic. Like it kind of race gender swap in certain places. Like instead of having Ram Man, it's Ram Ma'am. Now that makes sense on the show because it seemed like Ram Man was her father. They don't say that, but the thing is though, she had her father's helmet, and he most likely died. So the only thing she had left of him was his helmet. And so when she got the power, she pretty much called herself Ram Man. So and also Orko in here, he instead of just being the creature whatever he was, he's a robot. But the reason why he's a robot because the original Orko, maybe he might have died too. It don't really say exactly what happened to them. Downloaded all his thoughts and everything and his knowledge inside this robot. But the robot thought he was Orko, and you see that whole journey going on here. So like this, it has things of the past, but it's updated in this new version right here too. They also changed the transformations. Like this, usually it's this He-Man who transforms because he has the power. But this time he shares the power with the other kids in his group. So it makes them brings them more close together. It makes them feel like more of a unit in the team. And also, if kids who are watching this, they don't relate to He-Man, they can relate to all the other characters there and say, you know what? Now I have the power as well. So I get what they did that. So. Like I said, it's not perfect. Sometimes the humor is not really that great because a lot of times kids shows it can be a little cheesy, and it does have that in here too. And some of the jokes fall flat. That happens a lot. But overall, the main story, what they're trying to say, and the action sequences, and the animation and design of the characters is done quite well. I wasn't quite on board with how He-Man looked at first, but it kind of grew on me the more I kept watching the show and seeing where it was going. I really did like how they did the bad guys here and seeing how they got their power as well. And how certain characters changed and evolved like that as well too. Like how Keldor, how he started and how he became the Skeletor we all know and love. Also seeing how like a Beastman origin in here as well too, and how this connection he has to Cringer. They also changed, like I said, how Cringer was from the original. Because usually in the original version, Cringer's always been the pet. No matter what version that they just show, Cringer is always the pet. But this time having Cringer like his Adam's guardian and mentor and teammate is very interesting because he's not a scary cat anymore. He's not, because a lot of times it's like Adam's like forcing Cringer to be the hero, forcing him to be in the front lines, forcing him to be Battle Cat. But this time he wants to be Battle Cat. He wants to fight out there in the field. He wants to do something. This is totally different dynamic than how Cringer usually is. So overall, as a show, I really didn't enjoy it a lot, way more than I thought I would. But that don't mean much. I really do. I enjoy kids shows, so I can get into it. But I can see some people hating this, not liking it, because this is not the original show. This is not He-Man from old. This does not happen. That He-Man is gone. If you want to see that one, you can watch that one. But this is not that. This is not that at all. But it is fun to watch, and I think kids can really enjoy this and really get into this show and really attach themselves to the characters and pretty much imagine themselves as these characters as well too. So overall, I highly recommend it to check it out if you're kind of curious. You got any kids, you want them to watch something like a He-Man show, this is something they can watch and also can enjoy. And if you're an adult, you want to watch the He-Man show, I got you. I think you can check it out too. Yeah, actually pretty good. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this whole season of He-Man Masters of the Universe. If you haven't seen it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully when you watch it, you will enjoy it, because I know I sure did. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it. Also, links down below. Connect you to all my social media as well. And also connect you to my merch store to buy some things. You want to buy some stuff, I would appreciate it. Also tell people about it as well. So like I always say, in my dreams of life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.